And we are now joined by the head coach of the Southmoreland Scotties, Dave Keefer. Coach, thank you for taking the time. I know it has been an exciting time in Southmoreland, off to the best start in a long, long time. What's the atmosphere like in the community right now?
I think it's pretty electric. The school, the community is really supporting us. The kids are the talk of the town. The team walked in the annual parade for the fall festival this week, and the people really embraced them. So it's fun. It's fun to be around. They've waited a long time for a winning season, so this is kind of new to them, and they're really loving it.
At 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the conference, it seems like each and every week it's a first time since, and it's going back 40, 50 years. Did you expect that this program would this quickly develop into a powerhouse under your guidance?
I didn't expect this quickly. I'm not surprised though, because of the off season went so well for us. Summer went well. 7-on-7s went well. So I started seeing the team developing in the off season. So I'm not surprised that it did happen. I'm surprised it happened that fast though. Yes.
When I talked to you just before the season began at our kickoff show, it seemed like you were embracing the 40-year curse, if you will, the last time Southmoreland made the playoffs, the longest drought in the WPIAL. That's really been a focus, and you've kind of embraced it head on. Do you think that's maybe helped?
Yeah, definitely. This group of kids, really wanted to end that drought. They wanted to be the ones that say, hey, we did it. It's been 40 years. So, and their mantra has been, why not us? And, I kept on saying, hey, this is the year. Why? It's 40-year anniversary. If there's 39, I don't know if I did it, but 40 is a nice round number, So I said, oh, we might as well use that as a tool for us.
This is Westmoreland on the Gridiron. I'm Sean Myers talking to Southmoreland head coach Dave Keefer. Coach, each of the last 2 weeks, 62 points. That's following up 48 and 56-point outbursts. How is this offense continuing to play at such a high level each and every week?
We're hitting our groove now. Practices have been going smooth. Zach, Riley, Brandon Peterson, Colt Harper, Isaac Trout, all those kids have just really stepped it up. Not to mention the play of our offensive line. The offensive line has been just playing at an unbelievable level, and I give those guys credit, man. They're really getting the job done. Pass blocking and also run blocking.
A year ago, your offense sort of had a three-headed monster with quarterback Zach Cernuto, Riley Conforti, the top receiver, and then it was running back Ronnie Robinson. He was a great player who moved on, but Colt Harper has really stepped up in a big way. 15 touchdowns this season. How has he been able to kind of fill that void left by Robinson?
He's a different style running back, but he has surprising speed for how big he is. I mean, if he's not running away from people, he's running people over. He's like a bull in a china shop. He is. He's a beast, and that's his mentality too. He's just a kid that I think relishes the contact, and I think he'd rather run through you than around you.
As good as the offense was last year, and admittedly it's probably a little bit better this year, the defense is completely different. This defense is holding opponents to less than 20 points per game. What has been the biggest change on that side of the football?
I think experience. We had some kids last year that were playing that were very young. We went to a little bit of a different scheme this year, and got to have them for 2 years too. This is the second year with this team, and defense is about attitude. And my coaches and myself, we've been really emphasizing playing with attitude. And one of our mantras that we have on defense is, hey, we want to get there with bad intentions. So every week, we're emphasizing that. We went 11 to the ball, and we really have done that this year. The turnovers that we've had, I think it's 18 turnovers now that we've had in 5 games, and 3 defensive touchdowns. So it's a testament to the kids. The senior leadership has really been stepping up. Also, they're really wanting that role of being, like the hit squad. I'm enjoying it. I'm a defensive side of the guy type of guy, ball type of guy. So I'm really enjoying that.
Talking to the Scotties head coach Dave Keefer here on the Westmoreland Sports Network. Let's delve a little bit deeper into last week's game. You go on the road for the second consecutive week playing at Brownsville. It was not the start you were looking for. How much resolve did you see from your team to come back from that early deficit?
There was a lot of resolve. I told them going into it, I said, this isn't the same old Brownsville team. I like their toughness. I especially like their stable backs that they have, and they don't go down on first contact. We found that out, first play from scrimmage. We had a little bit of a breakdown with the backside pursuit. They over pursued a little too much. Next thing you know, that kid got a crease and he's going 94 yards. And we had him bottled up. We arm tackled a little bit, and we ended up getting hurt for it. So then we turn over. The very next series, second play of the next series, give them a short field. They score again. We give them a long kickoff return. Once again, a breakdown. We didn't have the outside covered or contained guy came inside. They get a long kickoff return. So it was just breakdown structurally, So we end up fixing that, and then got things rolling a little bit more, and the defense really stepped it up. I think they took exception to that. That might have been a little bit embarrassing to them, which is a good thing. So I'm glad it wasn't easy, because that showed them, that hey, anything can happen. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
Let's look at your opponent for Friday, McGuffey. This is a really good team, and I think anyone who might have had doubts, they were put on notice when McGuffey knocked off Clairton early in the season. What stands out about the Highlanders?
They're very efficient. They're coached very well. They run the Naval Academy type offense, with dive option, a lot of misdirection, and they run it well. They got a quarterback who is really good at it. He's very demonstrative in his play fakes, and he really sells things out. They have a nice tailback in their two wings, and they got a big receiver. So offensively, they're going to be difficult to stop, and then defensively, they're really aggressive. They bring it 3-4 at you. They give you a bunch of different looks. So our line's going to have to be able to step up and pick up the blitzes that they're sending, and we just got to hopefully beat them up front and give Zach time or get some running lanes. I think it's going to be a good smash mouth football type of game, man. I'm excited about it. Really excited. Kids are excited for the challenge. Getting the butterflies, getting the adrenaline pumping already, man. It's going to be a nice night. I'm looking forward to it.
Talking to Southmoreland head coach Dave Keefer, how significant is it that you'll be playing at your home field for this matchup?
Well, I think it's an advantage. Anytime you're playing home field at your own home, it's an advantage. It's going to be packed. I know that. McGuffey travels well, and the Southmoreland fans, are going to be there. So if somebody's planning on coming, you better get there early, get a seat, because it's going to be standing room only. I assure you that.
If you guys win, you clinch a playoff spot. But even if you lose, you still have an opportunity to clinch if some other things go in your favor this Friday.
Yeah, we're right now. I don't know the percentages. I'm going to say 90-95% have clinched one already, at least the fourth spot. So if we went on Friday, for sure it's clinched. Even if other things go in opposite directions, on Friday definitely would be a clinching.
And if that does happen this week, or if it comes even a week beyond, what will the celebration be for the Scotties?
Oh, everybody's excited. Everybody's excited last week. We came home to a packed parking lot at the stadium, with fans turned out in droves and, horns honking. They had fire trucks there for us, They're excited. They're making a big deal out of it. And rightfully they should. Let them enjoy it, let my kids, like I told them on Friday, I say, enjoy this tonight. And I said, we're back to work tomorrow. And that's what we got to do. We got to get back to work. We do make playoffs. Can't be satisfied with that. We got to work for seed. We work for seed. We move up in seed. We got to work for a section championship. All those things right now as 5-0 are within our grasp. Unless why can't we do that? And the kids got to be confident, and our staff's got to go out, and we got to coach harder now. The closer you get to the playoffs, the harder you got to coach. I find myself coaching more now than I was in the summertime. Because the stakes are getting higher. So we have to be better game planners. We have to be better technicians, and make sure that we're putting the kids in the right position and they're doing the things that they're supposed to do. So there's no distractions during the week of the game.
Coach, thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on the historic start, and good luck against McGuffey.
Hey, thanks, Sean. I appreciate it.
That's head coach Dave Keefer of the Southmoreland Scotties. We'll take a break. We'll continue with Westmoreland on the Gridiron after this message right here on the Westmoreland Sports Network.